James Oxygen and Supply, from residential to industrial, a locally owned family business serving Western North Carolina since 1956.
This is Community Focus on the WHKY News. I'm Rob Eastwood. Arianna Mack starts us off this evening with a report on a new opportunity for local veterans.
A great opportunity coming up for Vietnam veterans that want to tell their story. The Historical Association of Catawba County is interested. Alyssa joins us to tell us more. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for having us.
Good. It's no problem. And tell us about what you want to accomplish.
So our goal is to commemorate the 50th anniversary of the ending of the Vietnam conflict in 1975. And we would like to do that by hopefully gathering some oral histories from Catawba County Vietnam vets. We understand it's a sensitive topic, so we try to make every accommodation we can to make them the most comfortable possible sharing any information with us.
Yes, and how many do you guys have so far?
So far, we've already performed 2 oral history interviews, and we have 2 on our schedule.
Perfect. That sounds great. And how many more are you guys looking for?
We have time slots that have already been created for at least 16 more interviews. If we have more than that sign up, which fingers crossed we do, we can certainly accommodate for more. The project is just supposed to be through August and through September, but should we have veterans that are a little hesitant and decide afterwards they'd like to, or just that don't have time right now, we will of course still conduct interviews after that point.
Of course. And what have you learned so far from these veterans?
So it's been a great experience speaking with them. I know that there are Vietnam veterans who are more comfortable sharing information about their experiences. I know there are vets that are not. And the gentlemen that we have talked to have been pretty open, but it's definitely not something that everybody experiences the same way. So we provide the questions ahead of time so that our veterans have a chance to look over them and make a note if there's just a topic they don't wish to go into, and that way they can bring that with them and say, hey, this is just not something that I feel like reliving or sharing about.
Perfect. And what do you hope some of these veterans take away from this experience?
I hope that it will be enriching to share their story. I hope that others will have the opportunity to learn from it. There's also another opportunity if you don't want to participate in the oral history project, but you have some artifacts from your time in service. Peyton is also doing an exhibit that correlates with the oral history project for Vietnam vets. A pretty small exhibit, but we have very little Vietnam artifacts at the History Museum. So anything that you have that you would like to let us borrow for the duration of the exhibit, please contact us about that as well.
Thank you so much for joining us, Alyssa. For more information, you can get in touch with the Historical Association of Catawba County and ask for Alyssa. I'm Arianna Mack, reporting for WHKY.
Thanks, Arianna, and thanks to Alyssa Ball for joining us as well. The North Carolina Department of Transportation, or NCDOT, has been nationally recognized for its response to Hurricane Helene. The department received the overall top honors during this year's National Operations Center of Excellence's Transportation Systems Management and Operations Awards. The winners were announced in Maryland during an annual meeting of the American Association of State Highway and Transportation Officials Committee on Transportation System Operations. The NCDOT took home 2 top awards, the Best TSMO Project and Best Overall Winner. The state agency was lauded for serving as a central coordination point for road conditions that local, state, and federal agencies relied on for their response and recovery operations. That wraps up the Community Focus and the WHKY News for today. Thank you so much for joining us. On behalf of Arianna Mack, Jason Savage, and Alyssa Ball, I'm Rob Eastwood. And from Hickory, this is the WHKY News.